Hi! Today is the start of a 4-time special about the Nagajuban. I have planned this for months and I'm finally gonna do it. This series contains 2 tutorials. The one is for how to put on a Nagajuban and how to fold a Nagajuban. And I have 2 DIYs for you for self-made Nagajuban items, things you need or that can help you when you put on a Nagajuban. Today we're gonna start with the first DIY, and I've never done this before, so I'm pretty excited and I hope you too. So I'm always hoping there are also some beginners who are watching this, so let's go with the basics. A Nagajuban is an undergarment like this one you wear under your kimono. So you would wear your kimono underwear or just underwear, and then over that you put your undergarment, which is a Nagajuban, and over that you wear your kimono. When you don't wear an undergarment, that would mean that you're just wearing a yukata. Yukata are historically seen not something you can wear on the street. It's something you wear inside the house or when you're going to the public bath, but it's nothing you wear outside on the streets. Of course, today a lot of girls wear it in summer for summer festivals, matsuri, and there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people started to wear yukata in summer instead of a summer kimono because it's more comfy, and as you're wearing less because there is no undergarment under it, it's also a little more refreshing or cooler. It's still super hot, but it's maybe a little cooler than a normal kimono. On this Nagajuban, you always have a second color. You sew this on the color of the Nagajuban, and this is called Han-eri, and I have a nice tutorial about how to sew a Han-eri on your Nagajuban. I hope it's here. I put a link here or here. I'm gonna get that someday. For wearing a Nagajuban, I always use 3 items. I'm gonna talk about the other 2 items in another tutorial. Today we're just gonna talk about the Erishin. This is a so-called Erishin. Eri means color and shin means core. So it's a core you put into your color, and this actually just makes the color stiff, so it won't move anymore, and it shapes this nice wave on the back of your kimono that we all love so much about kimono. And it's also strong enough that your color won't wrinkle up or fold itself inside or have any waves in the fabric when you put another layer on it, which is your kimono. So this is definitely a must-have item when you want to wear a kimono. You need an Erishin. Erishin are also not that expensive. You can get them for $2 or $3 in a normal kimono store, but I believe that it can be hard to get one when you're living abroad. I was thinking about what could you use instead of a Erishin, so a DIY for Erishin, and I couldn't come up with a nice idea, but I went to a bookstore and found this nice book. This book is from a kimono magazine, which is very famous in Japan, called DinA4. And in this book, they introduce us to this nice lady, Miss Okubo, which is a kimono teacher since maybe forever. She's amazing. She has such a lot of experience and nice ideas about DIYs. Of course, in this book, there are also tricks you can kind of figure out by yourself. But there are also a few things I was really curious about if this really works out, so I couldn't get around to get this book. And one of the things I was really curious about is a DIY Erishin made of an A4 paper. So it says that you can fold your own Erishin of a A4 paper. I'm not sure if this really works out. I'm super curious, so today I'm gonna fold this together with you, put it into my Nagajuban, and then wear it for a whole day with my kimono, and we're gonna see how it comes out. I think this is maybe super comfy. It could be comfy, but I'm really wondering if it's stiff enough. And I wonder about the length of it, because you could see that my Erishin is pretty long. Okay, let's try this. I already got my paper prepared. This was a map of Berlin I've used for my German lesson. So apparently you're first gonna fold two, is it maybe a triangle? I have no idea how to put this into words. Yeah, so you have like two mountains on top. And I was trying to have an equal length of it. And then you start from the bottom edge and then just roll it up or fold it upwards in 2 centimeters distance. Yeah, and this is apparently something that happens. I saw that coming. Yes, I saw that coming. So I thought I'm gonna just tape it on it. And I'm using a sakura tape because it's sakura season. I'm a kid. So this is it. Apparently it looks like in the book, but as I already thought, super short. So let's compare this. This is a normal Erishin for kimono. This is what I made. I would love to have this a little longer, because you also have to put this in your Nagajuban, but the book says it's fine with that. Let's try it. So when you have your Nagajuban in front of you, and then you put the Erishin into the collar. Yeah, this is what I thought it's. How do you get this inside? I once just put this out and then show you how easy it is to put in a normal Erishin. So this is the one long one. Done. So easy. Again, this one. So this is apparently it. It's super soft. It makes noise. I hope it won't make noise when I wear it. Okay, let's wear this. I'm pretty curious how it feels when you put it on. I'm wearing it right now and I'm really not confident. When I was putting the Nagajuban on, I felt like touching it all the time because I felt really insecure. And when I was laying the kimono on top, I felt like even have to touch it even more. And when I'm touching it, I feel kind of those waves in the paper, and I can see me from behind, so I have no idea how this looks like right now. So I'm really looking forward to see this on camera, because I really want to know how it looks like. It doesn't feel very well though. Even the front collar is kind of insecure for me right now, because when you have a normal Erishin that's very long, and you could see that the one we made today is very short, and so the only thing that is quite normally stiff right now is just my back collar, and my front collar is just the fabric. When I look into the mirror, it doesn't look that bad, but it feels kind of like not really secured. So I'm really looking forward how this will look like in a few hours. So I will talk to you later. It's 5 p.m. now, and you can tell I'm usually not filming during this daytime because it's way too dark up here and way too light behind me. Yeah, well, this time it can't be helped, and now I'm wearing it for about 7 hours, and I can tell you I still don't feel very comfortable with it. I always had to check in a mirror somewhere if it's still okay. Anyway, it seems to keep its shape, so it didn't really change. I also tried to take a nap with it. Of course I couldn't sleep, but I just wanted to know if the shape would change, and you can see that it still kept its shape, and if it didn't, it was just easy to push it back into shape. So on this side we have a big plus for the self-made Erishin. Anyway, I really don't like the front because I have the feeling that my kimono is getting closer and closer to my face and doesn't really show the white color anymore. I'm not sure if this is really fault of the Erishin, but it could be. As far as I checked the footage on my camera, it looked quite good. There weren't any weird wrinkles in the color. And yeah, my conclusion is that a self-made Erishin is actually really working. It's maybe not something I would do every day, but for example, when I go on a trip and I go in normal clothes and I want to change into kimono the next day, there is something you often forget to put in your suitcase, and that's definitely the Erishin. So if that would happen to you, this is a thing that definitely works out. And for example, when you are a beginner with kimono and you just purchased a yukata and you found out that you can wear a yukata-like kimono just by adding a Nagajuban under it, and you got a Nagajuban but forgot the Erishin, this is also something you could do. Just fold up a piece of paper and put it into the collar. So for me, this is definitely a kimono life hack and something I will definitely not have used for the last time. I hope you liked this video. If you do, leave me a thumb up, and if you tried the Erishin, tag me on Instagram or write a comment, because I would really love to know how you felt with it and what do you think about it. Look forward to my next Nagajuban tutorial next week, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!